Today, July 27th, 2026, Saturn stops moving forward, completely, for a matter of hours. The planet of discipline and consequences sits frozen at 14 degrees of Aries, then starts moving backward. That's a retrograde station, and it's not subtle. It's the astrological version of slamming the brakes mid-highway. But this isn't a solo event. Today, 3 separate cosmic clocks, one moving every year, one every 12 years, one every 18, all point at the exact same lesson, at the exact same time. Let's break down what's actually happening and what it means for you. The sun sits at 6 degrees Leo, the moon is in Capricorn, Mercury is in Cancer, Venus is in Virgo, and Mars is in Gemini. Neptune continues retrograde in Aries, and Pluto continues retrograde in Aquarius. Jupiter is at 7 degrees Leo, just 1 degree ahead of the Sun. And Saturn, at 14 degrees Aries, is about to hit the brakes. 5 planets in some kind of backward motion or stationary point on the same day isn't the norm. It's a sky that's genuinely asking everyone to pause before pushing forward. Event 1. Saturn stations retrograde. Saturn stations retrograde on July 27th, beginning a retrograde phase that lasts until December 11th, 2026. That's 4.5 months of Saturn moving backward through the same early degrees of Aries. The last time Saturn moved through this same sign was April 1996 to June 1998, the peak years of the dot-com boom, when the internet expanded rapidly and companies like Amazon and Google began the arcs that would define the next 2 decades. Same signature both times, bold individual moves tested hard by what actually holds up under pressure. Event 2, the nodes just changed axis. On July 26, 2026, the North Node moved into Aquarius, while the South Node settled into Leo, and they'll stay there until March 26, 2028. That's 20 months on this axis. This kind of shift hasn't happened since 2007 to 2009, the global financial crisis, when systems everyone assumed were permanent got tested and rebuilt from scratch. Here's what actually changes when this happens. The nodes aren't a planet, they're the points where the moon's orbit crosses the sun's path. So they don't create events, they mark a slow shift in what people collectively value. For the last 18 months, the axis sat on Pisces. Virgo, the culture rewarded quiet sacrifice, service, disappearing into your work or into helping others. Now that axis flips to Leo Aquarius, and what happens is almost a values inversion. The old habit, chasing attention, needing applause to feel real, starts to quietly stop working. It doesn't collapse overnight. It just feeds you less than it used to, month by month. Meanwhile, the new direction Aquarius rewards something different. Being part of something bigger than yourself, community, collaboration, ideas that serve a group instead of a single ego. This lands hardest on anyone with Leo or Aquarius strongly placed in their own chart. But even without that, most people feel it indirectly through what starts trending. What starts feeling stale in culture? What kind of success starts to look hollow versus what starts to look genuinely good? Timing-wise, this isn't a today-only thing, it's a slow build. Right now, the first weeks is when the old thing stops feeding me, feeling first shows up, faint. The peak of this shift lands around 9 to 10 months in. The full picture won't be visible until March 2028. When you look back and realize you've actually changed how you chase success. Event 3, Sun meets Jupiter in Leo. The Sun and Jupiter are 1 degree apart in Leo right now, as close as these two get. The last time Jupiter was in this sign was July 2014 to August 2015. A window that included the fappening, a massive celebrity photo leak that made exposure and visibility the story of the year. Fame and attention magnified for better or worse. Whatever the specifics, the pattern of a Sun-Jupiter meeting in Leo is consistent. This is a genuine confidence spike. not a manufactured one, and it only comes around this precisely once every 12 years. How this triple hit actually affects a person today? Forget signs for a second. Here's what these three events mean for anyone, regardless of chart. Saturn's station is a foundation check. This is the day your brain naturally slows down enough to notice the gap between what you started with confidence and what's actually holding up under pressure right now. You don't need astrology to feel this. It's the same mental shift as rereading a plan you wrote 6 months ago and going, wait, did I actually think this through? Or was I just excited? What to do? Pull up the one project or decision you've been avoiding a second look at and actually look at it. Don't abandon it. Audit it. The nodal shift is a slower, quieter pressure. It won't feel urgent today, but it's the backdrop for the next year and a half. It nudges you to ask whether you're doing something because it matters or because you want credit for it. That question tends to get louder for everyone over the coming months, not just today. What to do? Notice, just once today, when you're chasing being seen instead of being useful. You don't have to fix it. Just catch it happening. Sun-Jupiter is permission. It's the fastest moving and most immediate of the three, and it shows up as a small, real spike in confidence. The kind that makes you send the email you've been sitting on, or say the thing out loud instead of rehearsing it in your head for the 10th time. It's not manufactured optimism. It's closer to your nervous system, briefly relaxing its usual caution. What to do? Pick the one bold thing you've been delaying out of caution, not out of genuine doubt, and do it today. Put together, the human experience of today is this. You're more likely than usual to feel bold enough to act, cautious enough to double-check what you're acting on, and quietly aware that the why behind your actions matters more than it has in a while. Most people won't consciously register all three signals. They'll just feel the day as a little heavier and a little braver at once, which is exactly what a brake and an accelerator pressed together feels like. You might notice it as a strange kind of friction, wanting to move fast on something while some quieter part of you insists on slowing down first, and both impulses turning out to be right. That tension isn't a malfunction, it's actually the most useful state to make a real decision in, because neither pure boldness nor pure caution gets the full picture alone. 3 different clocks in the sky just struck the same hour today, when the fast one, the medium one, and the slow one all land on the same lesson at once. That's not noise. That's the universe underlining something in red pen. Comment, which one hit you hardest today? The check, the catch, or the push? And I'll build next week's video around whichever one wins.